Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RSB Outdoor Adventures. Today I'm coming to you to cover some of the things that I've done to the bike over the last 2 years, 2024 Honda Goldwing. And I figured today's a good day because it's pretty nasty outside, rainy, chicken. It's my buddy right there. Actually, it's my daughter's chicken, not mine. But I'm coming to you and we're going to cover all the things I've done. Some of it has been for the Alaska trip. Other things I learned when we took a 2-week vacation last year with our motorcycle. And it was me and my wife and her brother and sister-in-law. And just learning over time. The first thing that I bought for this bike made me really excited. I had a CBR 1000 before I got this Goldwing, and I like to drink coffee. Well, in order to drink coffee, you need to have a cup holder on a motorcycle. So the first thing I purchased was cup holders from the dealership that I bought the bike from. They're Gold Strike, I believe. I bought my wife one and myself one, and they work amazing. They do swing around a little bit on the back, if you see here. So when it's empty going down the highway, it may flip up, but so far we haven't had anything when my wife had something in it. The other thing I bought was the highway pegs for me. That way I could prop my feet up and have some different positions to get into. Also bought from the dealership. I installed them myself. I didn't pay the dealership to install them. Pretty simple as long as you're kind of handy. And the next thing I believe that I want to cover is my accessory here. It goes on top of the brake reservoir and it just gives you a place to mount. I put my cell phone holder on there. I got that because when we went to the Badlands last year on a 2-week vacation, I had my cell phone in my glove compartment and it would get hot and shut down, which would then in turn lose my GPS. So I've got this to put up there in case we get someplace and it starts getting warm. Going to Alaska, we'll see. I don't know that that'll happen. I got this cover for the brake reservoir off of Amazon along with the cell phone holder. They both work good so far. I've saw reviews saying that you can get your phone shaken up too much and it'll mess it up. I haven't ran into that yet. However, I ride mainly interstate on the way to work, so that'll play out with time. The next thing I got, you can see my cell phone here with all my stuff logged down on here, is I just purchased and installed a 12-volt accessory plug to where I can charge extra things, whether it be my helmet. I was actually thinking about my Cardo Pack Talk Edge because it did go dead on me quite a bit when we were in Arizona, or the Badlands in Colorado. So I figure I can plug a longer cord up there if I need to and hook up my headset, let it charge while I'm going down the road. Got it off of Amazon as well. Come to find out, in case you're curious, I don't know why Honda didn't do it, but if you buy an actual Honda 12-volt accessory plug, it is already wired for it. The plug for it is mounted up in, you got to take all the fairing off, which is a pain. But once you get up in there, there's a plug that's clipped in there, and you have to pull a protectant plug off of it, and it plugs right up. Super easy to install. Besides, the hardest part was getting the fairing off. I did have to drill a hole. It's kind of aggravating drilling a hole in a newer bike, but I done it. Installation went good, and I'm happy with it. The next thing I done, I just got this in. I bought 3 of these, one for me and one for my brother-in-law and one for my father-in-law, is a gel pad for a little bit extra comfort. I know I ride a lazy boy recliner, as I call it, but the seat does get hard on these newer ones. My father-in-law's '06 Goldwing actually sits better, but he's got 120,000 miles on his bike, so his padding's getting pretty shot on it. So got these gel seat covers or pads, that way add a little bit more comfort. I also switched, so I have a USB cable that is in my center console here, and I also have one in my left hand side, or driver's side if you will, saddlebag. I pulled the seat off and swapped those to where my CarLink Mini, which I also got off of Amazon, I'll show you that now, and my Meat Hawk will plug up down there and attach, so I can have my charging cable in my glove compartment. While I'm there, I will go ahead, the CarLink Mini kit, CarLink kit, I'm not sure how you say it. I got the Mini, and it attaches through your helmet and your motorcycle, and that's how I get my GPS and my phone and music and all that through my motorcycle. So this CarLink Mini kit, it's this little bitty dude right here, and it's small and it works great. It's kind of a pain from time to time until you get it figured out on how to get it to connect properly. I'm not going to plug that back in because it's hard to do one-handed. The next thing I got is this Meat Hawk, which, let me get them all unplugged here, is this dude right here. And so this will act as your comm, which is like, I've got a Pack Talk Edge. You have to have that in order for a Goldwing to attach. This will take place of a headset and make it to where either you don't have to wear a helmet. I wear a helmet. I've crashed my CBR 1000. I've crashed a couple times. One time I was doing 5 miles an hour, laid it down and cracked my helmet. So I decided I was going to wear a helmet all the time. But, so this is in case my headset does go dead, I can plug this up and still have my navigation and music and everything. The only thing with it is you can't get your music in your helmet. You got to play it over the speakers on the motorcycle. Those two things are really good. You got to have a few adapters to make it work. So in order to use this, your Goldwing would have a USB-A plug on it. So you have to take the USB-A to USB-C adapter and plug into this. Let me see if I can do this. I can't do it. And then you take your Meat Hawk and plug into it like that. I think I'll be able to turn this around and make it work. Oh, there's my dad calling. We'll just silence him. It's not important, I'm sure. And then from there, you take another adapter from USB-C. He's going to feel famous when he sees this, if he watches any of them. You take your USB-C and plug into the back of the Meat Hawk. You following? And then you take your CarLink Kit Mini and plug into that. So that is what the final deal looks like. It's really long, but it's still actually pretty small. I mean, you figure it's about the length of my fingers. And then that plugs into your USB port down here. Super handy. I'm impressed with it. That is thanks to Cruiseman's Garage. He done all that, and I've watched and learned a ton from him. This is the HJC helmets that we just bought for this trip. I normally ride with an Arai Ram-X helmet. However, it don't have a chin strap on it, or a chin protector on it. And I was concerned about bugs coming up through in Alaska. I hear about the mosquitoes and the black flies. Never experienced them, but I wanted to be more protected than not against those. So we got this HJC helmet. So far I really like it. I've got my comm installed on it and it's ready to go. And then, so the next thing that I think I'll cover here is my trailer package that I put on here. So I also installed the wiring for my trailer wire harness and my trailer hitch. I got on and bought it from Gold Strike, I believe, and I installed it all myself. Pretty tedious. It don't take a whole lot of knowledge, but a little bit of knowing what to do. And that brings me to one thing I'm really proud of on this is I couldn't figure out how to mount my trailer plug. So first off, my Mini-Mate, which is over here, takes 5 wires to hook up your trailer plug. And I decided I was going to buy a 6-pin plug and install it, and I'll cover that when I go over the Mini-Mate on my next video. And so I ended up having to make a bracket to mount my plug to. And as you can see, that is a piece of aluminum that I cut and ground and made it to where it wasn't too sharp, to where it's real easy to get to. My father-in-law in his 06 is mounted way up underneath there, and it's real pain to get to. And I did not want that, so I bought the 6-pin plug and made this bracket, and it is solid as all get out. And then I've got my trailer hitch there. And I believe, I guess I could tell you, I think we are 28 days from leaving. Let's see here. I've got our 28 days, 8 hours, 1 minute, and 56 seconds.